In this presentation called Never Have I Ever, the Canva App Edition, we're going to discuss 10 to 12 apps that are my favorite for educators, teachers, and anyone that is producing some type of content for an audience. Check it out. All right, let's get into Never Have I Ever Tried Canva App Edition. Here are some of my favorite apps. We are going to start with BrandFetch. Before I get started with that, if you have any questions on any of these, or you want to see a little tutorial video on any one of them, I'm going to link this presentation into the YouTube video description. Each one of these is another video that you could check out, all of them which are on our channel, and it's under the playlist Canva Apps for Educators. So you can go in and click on any of those. So BrandFetch here is a good one that if you are a club advisor or something like that, and you are selling Nike t-shirts that have something on it, and you want to display the Nike sign and you're making a poster, you could go into the BrandFetch app and easily get that trademark to add to your poster. So if you go on to the side here, you're going to go down to the little icon that says apps. You'll click on that, and then you can search for BrandFetch. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at some of the apps, they are pretty cool. So go there. You could get lost in there, but if you have some free time and you want to check them out, I would strongly suggest doing that, and then marking the ones that are your favorite, kind of like what I'm doing with you today. So BrandFetch is the one that I'm searching for. Once I find that, I could click on it. The first time that you use an app, you'll be asked to connect that app to your account. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. From there, I'm going to type in Nike. All right, I want to add Nike to my poster, which we are selling shirts for. So I go in there and I could choose whichever one that I want. I just want this Nike swoosh for mine. And as you can see, I have the icon. I can change the size and the dimensions, and that's just an easy way to get those logos or those brands into your whatever you're working with in Canva. So that is BrandFetch. Let's get right into our next one, which is Lucky Wheel. All right, Lucky Wheel. Once again, we can get out of this app and go into another one, and we are going to search Lucky Wheel. All right, sometimes you have to play around whether it's one word or two. I always guess wrong, but here's Lucky Wheel. There's also another one that's very similar called Spin Wheel Maker, and I know that you only get a certain number of uses per day on these, but let's go ahead and connect to Lucky Wheel real quick. All right, in here you can put your items. So I'm just going to write in some, or type in some names. Okay. Denise and Wendy. There we go. I have some names in there. Now we're going to generate our wheel. I had this one selected, and now our wheel is going to go in there, and then we can go ahead and go to our wheel of names here, click on it, and we have our wheel ready for class. All right, Dan, you're the lucky winner. Congratulations, Dan. All right, I'm going to get out of that. We'll go back. We'll get into our next one, which is charts. Okay, charts is something that I really like in Canva. We can make these look awesome. Let's get into charts. We could do it the same way. Go search under apps, but I actually already have it right here. We can make these look amazing on our slides, our designs, whatever we're creating within Canva. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my charts app here. I'm going to select a pie chart. All right, here you can see a pie chart. We can go over here and we can actually manipulate the data right in right in the app right here in these columns. Or what we could do is we could go upload. So I'm going to upload a CSV file, and it's going to automatically read what was in my CSV file. So 35.7% of all students in this class really enjoy jazz. This is a very unique class. Jazz is coming back, everybody, so check out the newest jazz musicians near you. Take a look. There it is. It's shown awesomely. We can go in and we could change and manipulate the chart just by clicking up here on the different colors. If we need to do more, like add a title, we can add a text box and choose our title accordingly. So music genres. Now we have our title there, which we can put up at the top. All right, so that is charts. Let's get into number 4 here, which are QR codes. This one is, you really could get a QR code anywhere nowadays, but I like the fact that I'm able to just stay within Canva and do this. And you're going to search for QR codes, and there are so many. There are so many of these that you could use. I just want a plain Jane one here. I'm going to go ahead and connect it. All right, and from there, I'm just going to grab any type of URL. So what I'll do for this one is do the edtechthrowdown.com for our website. Shameless plug there. Hit generate code, and it's just going to bring it right in there, and you can resize it however you would like. So now I have the EdTech Throwdown QR code there, and we can move on to our next one, which is YouTube Embed. All right, YouTube Embed, there's 2 main ways that you can embed YouTube videos. One, if you already know the URL, you could do it one way, but if you're searching for a URL, that is another way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Apps. For the first one, I'm going to hit YouTube, and I'm just going to search, and there's YouTube. All right, we'll connect this. Now with YouTube, you could search for YouTube videos within the app on here. So this is almost like just typing into the search bar on YouTube. You hit enter, and there's plenty of videos on photosynthesis, and you can just click on it, and it's going to add there. Here we now have a URL for that YouTube video. If you click on it, it will pop it in to YouTube. All right, I'm going to stop that from playing. I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to copy this URL so I could show you the other way of getting it. Just delete that out of there. All right, so if we go back to apps, there's another way of doing this, and this is simply just embedding it. All right, so you do this first one. It's called Embed. You hit Open. Now check out all the different ways you can embed something. All right, on any of these, you can embed to see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and just show you that there's our link, and you just paste it in there. And that's the second way you could get a YouTube video into your presentation. All right, let's go head over and do our next one here, which is bulk create. Bulk create, if you ever have done a mail merge or anything like that, this is the one for you. This one saves a lot of time. I'm going to quickly pause the video, grab a CSV file for this one so I can demonstrate it. All right, for bulk create, what we're going to do is the same thing. You'll go to apps, so search bulk create. All right, I have it on the sidebar here, and it's going to allow us to connect our CSV file to a template. So I'm going to go over to this template, which is a happy birthday template, and I am going to go to bulk create here, and then from there, what you're going to do is connect some data. So here's the bulk crate. Let me show you exactly how I got this. I went here, I hit upload data, I brought in my CSV file. Now, what we have here is a foldable birthday card. So I'm a principal. I want to give every teacher and student a birthday card. So what I did is I put their names into my file. I put their birth dates there, and then I used ChatGPT to come up with 400 different birthday sayings that are unique. And that's a good way to use ChatGPT, just to make sure that no one's getting the same type of birthday message. But that's what I did here. So what we need to do is we need to connect the data points that we want to change on each card. So I have a little birthday message on the second page. I have their birthday and their name. So we got to connect those. So the first thing that we do is we click on the name there. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect it to name. So now from the CSV file, the first column was name. That's connected to that first part. Here we have November 2nd, the birthday. We'll connect the date with the birthday. And then we'll go down here. We'll connect the data, little saying. And now once everything is done, we could go down to the bottom. I know it's cut off, but we could hit continue. It will kind of show you a preview of what you're getting as far as how everything is connected. And then down here it says generate the design. So what it's going to do is now it's going to post in all the different names. So we had Eric in the first one, but now we also have Doug. Happy birthday, Doug. Sandra is next, and they all have a different type of saying there. There's Paulette. Cheers. Carmen, wishing you all the best on your special day. So as you can see, it did exactly what I wanted it to do, and we were able to do this in a couple of minutes. That would take us a long time to personalize these. Now, if you are going to use something like this, just download it as a PDF print. So go up to share. All right, we're going to hit download, and you're going to switch this to PDF print. All right, after you do that, it will give you a PDF file that you can select print on two sides, and you want to flip it over the short edge. All right, that way when you go to fold it, everything is there perfectly. The long edge will give you a birthday message that is upside down. So I've learned that through trial and error, but there you go. There's the information that you need for that. Let's go back into our presentation, and we'll get into our next one, which is Image Upscaler. All right, for Image Upscaler, sometimes you have an image that comes out a little blurry, or maybe that you had to blow up a little bit, make it a little bit larger, and it becomes pixelated. So Image Upscaler will sometimes help. I say sometimes because sometimes it's just a bad quality photo and it's not going to be able to help, but sometimes it will help and take some of the blurriness away. All right, so I have this bald eagle here. You can see that it is a little rough when I blow it up. All right, so I'm blowing it up here. I go over to apps, type in Image Upscaler. All right, I click on the first one. Now when you do that, you connect it, and now when I click here, we can add it to the design. And as you can see, I already did this because it takes a little bit of time, but here's the before, there's the after. It did not do a lot the first time, so I ran it again. I will quickly grab that second image here that it did. I'm going to just paste it in there. And as you can see, after I ran it a couple times, it did look a lot better. Now, I'm looking at it here. It looks great. I actually printed this one out, and it kind of looks like it's in between the two. But this is good to get a passable photo or image to be even a little bit better. It's not the all-be-all. You're not going to want to print this out for like any type of product or anything like that. This is just something that will help you a little bit. in that presentation just to make it look a little better. All right, so that is Image Upscaler. Now we're going to get into some creative fonts and text generated apps, and we'll go over those. And the first one's going to be Text Maker. All right, so once again, we're going through the apps portion over here for Text Maker. Type it in, go ahead, hit enter. We're going to hit enter here. I'm going to go to here so we could kind of show you. We're going to go ahead and open it like we always have. Now, what it's going to do is it's going to give you a whole bunch of different ways text can look. If we're making a comic strip, I might take this wow text here and maybe I want to make this say something else. So instead of wow, I'm going to hit this little text box and club blam. So I got a Colablamo there, and I could change the way that it looks. Let's try this. You know what? Let's just leave it how it is. But I just wanted to show you that it's different fonts there. You can align it differently, letter spacing differently. You could shadow 3D it. So if you click 3D, you can go ahead and do that. You can make changes to it there. I'm going to just go back and do like a brief shadow there. And my shadow color could be that color. And hit add to design. Alright, so we go ahead and hit add to design, and there you have it. We have it called Blamo, in our design with the shadowing that we wanted there. And it's just quick and easy. You don't need to go through your own text and kind of find all the different effects and shadows and colors. You already have like a template to work with there. So that is Text Maker. All right, the next one that we are going to do is TypeGradient. Now this is one that I keep typing in as 2 words. It's actually 1 word. We go down to apps. We're going to put in TypeGradient, hit enter, and we have a whole bunch of different gradients here. So if we do TypeGradient, I just want to make sure I got the right one. Actually, it is 1 word. All right, so TypeGradient, I always go back and forth whether it's 1 word or 2. It is definitely 2 here. So what I'll do is I'll go over to my blank one here. We're going to connect the app once again. All right, and as you can see, this is text that has a gradient today on it. So what will you design today? Let's just say nothing but everything at the same time. All right, so I have nothing but everything. I can change my colors very simply here. I am making this look amazing right now. Check that out. Might be the ugliest text gradient that I've ever seen. We'll go ahead and hit add, and now I have this nothing but everything gradient that I created. Now you have some other options that you can do with this, where you put it, the spacing, all that good stuff. But this is just an easy way of getting a gradient text in there. It adds a little bit of flair to your designs. All right. Let's go into our last of the 10, and this one is called FontFrame. Now I'm going to pause the video once again. I need to get a file real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, let's get into FontFrame. What we're going to do, once again, we're going to go type in FontFrame. I'm going to go ahead and select FontFrame. What FontFrame is just a text box. It's a frame with a text box kind of converged together. So we have our text right here. I just put light, let's make this lights, capital S, and it's a bunch of letters put together, but they're all frames. And what we could do is upload one image that's going to snap into the frames like they would in regular Canva. Alright, let me show you how to do this real quick. I'm going to go into this blank canvas. We have our lights here, and I'm going to paste an image in here. There's Northern Lights. So I could use selected image, so make sure you select it, use selected image, and what it's going to do is snap this image in there. And then if you come up here, you can add, not add, but just move it around so you get what you want in that frame. So I want to show more of the tree line there. There we have it. And I go ahead and hit that. And now we have lights. Okay, so lights is in our design. If I make it bigger, you can kind of see the Northern Lights back there. You could also see the skyline back there. And now I have a heading. So with this, note that you can do some line and letter spacing. All right, with this. So what I'm going to do is add this one to the design. I think I'll like this a little bit better. If you go in here to it, the design, you could change the design there, the size, but if you want to move the trees or the background stuff, you have to actually come into the FontFrame and drag it around. So this is lights. I know that I have a teacher that used this. She loves the beach, and she put the word beach on a big 18 by 11 piece of paper, and she drew a picture of the beach in there, and it made it just look awesome with her family beach picture. Alright, so let's get into two bonuses. Alright, the first bonus that we need to go over, and I'm going to be honest, I just started using this. You could connect your Canva and Google Drive together, and you could work interchangeably. All right, so we could easily save something from Canva that we made into Google Drive, and you would do that by going up to the share button, seeing all, and then connecting your Google Drive. So if you do this, it's going to, first time you come up, it's going to say, hey, I need you to grant me permission to connect these, and you do it, and then here are all my Google Drive folders. All right. The other way is if you want to start from the beginning where you already have a presentation in your Google Drive, and now you want to bring it to Canva so you could sprucing it up a little bit. And this is what I've been doing a lot lately, and I really enjoy it. So go to projects. If we're going to start a new project, you could go to add new and import from app, and here's the Google Drive. So if I go into my Canva projects, I'm hoping I have something in here that I could use. Here's a natural selection. It's going to import my file. I want to view my file. It's down here. So I'm going to click on it. It's going to bring up my intro to natural selection. For this one, I'm going to give a shout out to Paula from Slides Mania. This is one of the presentations that I used there, but let's just say that I want to sprucing this up by adding other things to it. Now I can. As you can see, everything that was brought into Canva, I can now change. All right, so if I'm in here like this and I realize I want a border around that picture, well, guess what? I could put a border around that picture and change that color. All right, so here are some of the colors in the document. Now I have a border around there. And say I want to take that same type of border, I hit the copy style and I throw it on this one as well. So there you go. Now I have borders around my pictures, just making it look a little better, and I'm designing this in Canva. But like I said, shout outs to Slides Mania. I love Paula's designs over there. All right, so that is the first bonus, and let's get into the second bonus that I kind of just was introduced to as well. All right, let's go over our second bonus here, which is closed captions and videos. This one is pretty awesome. In order to do this, you cannot be into a presentation. You must be into a video project. All right, so very important. You must be in a video project. Go to Projects, hit Create Design, go to Video, and now once you're in here, you can upload a video. You can record a video through Canva by going to Uploads and record yourself, or you could add one of your videos. I'm going to add this one right here. It's in there. Right. I'm going to stop that one from playing, but say I want to make captions. Think of the TikTok videos that come up and they have captions as someone speaks. That's what we're doing here. You go to Text, and then down into Text, there's something called Captions. You would click on that, and then you would insert those or connect it to the video. And as you can see on the bottom here, now it has captions. So I'll play, a couple seconds of this just so you can see it. So just in case in Canva you didn't know how to have your students or yourself upload a video. So as you can see, they did not play with the recording, but when you click on the address or the slider bar down here, you know that it's making those captions. The reason why it's not doing it right now is because I am on video recording this at the same time. So that is the last one that I have for you, and here are the 12 Canva apps that I'm most excited about. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you learned something and that you explore some of the Canva apps, and maybe put down in the comments which Canva apps that you like that weren't included in this video.